What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about Kids in the Hall, which, to be completely honest, I have never heard of before, but apparently this is a popular Canadian sketch comedy group that aired on the CBC. So today I just thought it would be fun to take a look at this video of the top 10 Kids in the Hall comedy sketches, just to get an idea what this is all about and why this is so popular. So let's take a look.
Number 10, Things to Do. In this sketch, a man played by Kevin McDonald is focused on the list of things he has to do for the day.
Got 7 things to do. Number 1, banking. Number 2, pick up... No, you just knocked over an old lady. Keep moving. You got 7 things to do.
He's so
my God.
preoccupied with his tasks that he doesn't pay attention to other people around him, such as the dangerous criminals who take him hostage.
Maybe you don't understand the situation that you are in. You are a hostage, and I am a man with a gun. So shut up!
McDonald is hilarious with his
Okay. I'm starting to get an idea already. I like this. Absurd, ridiculous situations, comedy. I know comedy. I understand comedy. But seriously, it's always fun for me to check out, like, Canadian comedy because, to be honest, like, for Americans, Canada isn't known to us for comedy, but I've seen quite a few different shows now on YouTube that I've reacted to before about really funny Canadian stuff that Canadians have done. A lot of comedies that are severely underrated in America, and this, I can already tell this is one of them.
single-minded fixation. And it's something that we can all perhaps relate to whenever we
God.
have to run errands over the course of a day.
Gotta keep on top of my life. Okay, you just knocked over the same old lady. Keep moving. You got 5 things to do.
Though, hope
Such a simple bit, but so funny, completely committed to the list. Geez, not very Canadian-like of him to be, we think of Canadians as like very polite, respectful people. He's just like smacking grandma onto the ground to like get his dry cleaning.
hopefully we don't get as carried away as this guy. Number 9, Becoming a Man. While poor Chad is celebrating his 13th birthday party, his dad interrupts the festivities to make him go through a rite of passage to transition him into manhood.
Better take off that party hat, son.
My God.
You're not gonna need it where we're going.
Following a bizarre family tradition, Chad's father drives him out in the middle of nowhere and gets drunk right in front of the boy.
$10 is $10. And $20 is $20.
Is
Why is he on that rock? Why? He's getting drunk on a rock for his son's 13th birthday. That's how you teach them about adulthood. Yes, this is a little edgy. You got the alcohol, you got the adult themes. Clearly, like not a children's show.
drunken behavior includes giving unhelpful advice and acting like a fool. This
Okay.
may not sound like a funny idea for a sketch on its face, but the
No, I think it is. I think it's very funny.
uncomfortable humor and the performance from Bruce McCullough, who plays the alcoholic father, make the sketch work.
I want
Yeah.
to peruse your report card.
I don't have it.
I said, Mister, I want your report card.
Number
my
8,
God.
Gavin, Religion. Like several other sketch shows, Kids in the Hall had their share of recurring characters, including Gavin.
Did you know that movie stars get their haircut every day? It's true. Movie stars get their haircut every day so no one will notice and make fun of them.
Played by Bruce McCullough, Gavin is a little kid that acts like a socially awkward oddball. Despite trying to be friendly in
Yeah.
his interactions, he comes off as a nuisance to everyone around him.
No, we don't want you to eat our
Eat our
Bible.
Bible.
We want you to read our Bible.
In one sketch, evangelical Christians come to Gavin's house to spread the good news, but after a short conversation with Gavin, they come to regret their decision.
You can tell this is like a little bit older as well, because I'm not sure, especially in America, I'm not sure they would even show this kind of sketch or write this kind of comedy anymore. Like the evangelical Christians, like, getting led into his home to preach about God, and he's like trolling them without knowing it because he's weird. But some comedy is just timeless.
Well, we're leaving now, and we're not ever coming back.
Ever coming back.
Okay, you're my new best friends.
No, we are not your new best
Okay,
friend.
bye.
If you've ever been hassled by these types, it's satisfying to see the evangelicals squirm after meeting their obnoxious match.
Yeah.
Number 7.
Right. Those people, not even just evangelical Christians, but anyone that comes door to door trying to like pitch something to you. I'd love to have this weird guy there to make them uncomfortable. That'd be great.
30 Helens. Another recurring segment from the show involved a group of 30 women named Helen, and the group was
Okay.
diverse in age, race, and height, among other traits.
30 Helens agree. Hawaii was better before.
A narrator
I think this show is really good. Just based on the ideas they have for these sketches. For one thing, they're all over the place, but they're very creative and very random in a good way. Like, this is all over the place. 30 Helens.
would say 30 Helens agree on a given subject, like it was a commercial where 4 out of 5 dentists recommend a product, while the group of Helens would stand
Yes.
out in the middle of a field. Collectively, they would weigh in on topics that ranged from the significance of coleslaw to when it is the appropriate time to show photos of your children.
30 Helens agree. There's a time and a place to show photos of your kids.
These
This is great. This is just my type of humor. Honestly, so far, all of these sketches, the kids in the hall, I think it's kind of nailing like type of humor that I really like. I thought all this is really funny and clever so far.
segments were completely random, yet strangely pleasant in the way the Helens gently expressed their opinions.
Yeah.
As for which one's the best segment, when 30 Helens come together, you can't go wrong.
If you want to remember something,
Thank you.
That's what pens are for.
30 Helens agree.
Number 6, Dr.
And only then do you get such amazing advice. Okay, what's it? Dr. Seuss Bible?
Dr. Seuss Bible. Given all the translations of the Bible there are out there, it was only a matter of time before someone came up with this ingenious Dr. Seuss version.
One day God said, "This is what I will do. I'll send down my son, I'll send him to you. To clear up this humpity-bumpity hullabaloo. His name will be Christ and he'll never wear shoes.
Oh, so many things. Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised that they haven't done this. Now that I'm thinking about this, that there's not some kind of children's Dr. Seuss style Bible. Like, that's not a... This is supposed to be a joke, but I actually think that'd do pretty well.
His pals will all call him the King of the Jews."
For the concept alone, this is one of the greatest sketches in comedy
Oh
history.
my God.
In the sketch, Dave Foley, dressed up like the Cat in the Hat, narrates the gospel in Seussian rhyme.
Christ spoke from a mound, which is a pile of ground, and people gathered around without making a sound. Thus he spake.
When this first season sketch
Oh my
aired,
God.
it was completely cut out in the Canadian broadcast.
Really?
And it was only shown once on HBO.
Do unto others as they do unto you. That includes you, young Timothy Foo.
Timothy Boo, they are really committing to this bit. Was this like controversial? You could interpret this as making fun of the Bible or religion, but it, on the other hand, it genuinely seems like they did a decent job at making the Bible into a Dr. Seuss rhyme. I guess it's just if you interpret this as offensive or not.
Full of whimsical blasphemy, this sketch is the kids in the hall at their irreverent best.
Yeah.
Number 5.
At least I appreciate they are clearly more than willing to touch on any sort of topic, which I love, and that is the point of comedy.
Chicken Lady. Played by Mark McKinney, the Chicken Lady was originally created as a last-minute addition to the sketch about a freak show performer who could bleed through his nose at will. A human-chicken hybrid, this grotesque character
What?
with a high-pitched voice is the stuff of nightmares.
What are you looking at?
The show's on the stage.
Yeah, you need 6 tickets if you want to stare at me.
She's frisky and has her mind in the gutter, creeping out those around her.
Oh, you like the place?
Oh, yeah, sure, it's really nice. I can't stay.
Sure you can. Have a seat.
There
What? Okay, maybe this is the first one I don't totally get, but when you can make a sketch and the sketch is literally, okay, just be this character, it definitely means that, I just noticed these men in the background on the wall. Why are these half-naked men on the wall in this chicken lady's dirty apartment? Anyway, that distracted me. It's at least a memorable character when the whole sketch is just about this character. That's the sketch.
There are several great sketches featuring this character to choose from, but we're gonna go with the one where Chicken Lady works a phone sex line.
Oh my.
So, what do you look like?
Well, I'm 6 feet tall with lots of charm and a charm bracelet and a beak and chicken's feet and big brown eyes. And I'm wearing a house dress with...
This is funny. Like, I want to laugh. But, man, this guy just does too good of a job. He does too good of a job. This is scary. He's scaring me.
Nothing on underneath because I'm hot. Hot for you.
It is over the top and completely shameless. Number 4, Love and Sausages. Rather than going for an easy laugh, this ambitious sketch took off in an experimental direction, resembling a short film. The unique style is something fans have come to appreciate.
Okay.
Love and Sausages is surreal and bleak in tone, like something out of a Terry Gilliam film, with Bruce McCullough playing a sausage factory employee living in squalor in a working-class neighborhood.
Okay.
While working in the factory, he fantasizes about a coworker that he wants to help. Scott Thompson turns in a strange performance as an elderly person under McCullough's care who obsesses over sausages.
This is just strange. But again, clearly this Kids in the Hall show, was willing to go to strange places, and maybe that's something people enjoyed. This sketch is definitely by far just the weirdest, even maybe weirder than that chicken lady before.
I need more sausages.
Okay.
I like sausages.
Number 3, Buddy is Canadian. Kids in the Hall was known for its LGBTQ+ themes in its sketches and characters, and Buddy Cole is the most prominent example.
Most people think that I'm from the States. And even worse, they think that I'm from New York. Because I'm so sexy.
Played by Scott Thompson, Buddy Cole is an openly gay man who is flamboyant in his mannerisms and his rants.
Yes,
when
he
I'm
is.
overseas and people mistake me for an American, I'm as outraged as when I'm mistaken for straight.
The character has struck such a chord with fans that he crossed over to guest star on The Colbert Report as a correspondent
Really?
for the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi.
Really?
Of the sketches featuring this character, our favorite has to be the one where Buddy talks about being Canadian.
Again, kind of like that crazy chicken lady, man chicken lady on the sex hotline. Not something I expected to say today, that series of words, but here we are. Some of these sketches are just based off how great a single character is, and that's really impressive comedy, ability.
His take on America's understanding of Canada is especially spot on.
Okay.
Americans know as much about Canada as straight people do about gays.
Number 2, Citizen Kane. In this sketch, one friend, played by Dave Foley, is telling another friend, played by Kevin McDonald, about a movie he saw the other night that he can't remember the name of.
It's a classic.
Okay.
It's a classic. It's, Oh, I hate this. I hate it when this happens.
Well, what was it about?
When Foley's character starts describing the movie, it's obvious the movie he was describing was the 1941 Orson Welles masterpiece Citizen Kane.
Okay.
But he stubbornly refuses to admit it.
This is definitely Citizen Kane, then. You're talking about Citizen Kane.
No, but it's something like that.
It's fun to see
What? 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 What a very specific idea for a sketch. It's just one joke. It's one very, very obscure or specific joke. This guy wants to remember his movie that he saw, but won't admit it was Citizen Kane.
McDonald's character lose his mind at how stubborn his friend is. And Foley keeps offering different possible movies that don't fit his description.
No, I just told you. It's about this newspaper tycoon. He had a sled named Rosebud, and they're all trying
Then I
to
guess it wasn't Psycho, was it?
No, it wasn't Psycho.
It was Citizen Kane.
No.
For anyone who's had a stupid argument with a friend, this sketch is the worst case.
What's he doing? What's he doing? He just stabbed him to death. Are we not going to talk about he just stabbed him to death over Citizen Kane? What?
Scenario. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Parenting. A press release many parents would like to give.
That we are disappointed both in our child and in the experience of parenting.
The King. Kevin McDonald's character in the sketch is just the worst.
You were supposed to meet me at the restaurant at 8 o'clock. Where were you?
Slipped my mind. But I feel horrible about the whole thing.
No, I don't want to hear it. You're the king of empty promises. You know that, man?
Open letter. Bruce makes some good points in this monologue.
Well, why did you do it? Are you some sort of jerk or something? It's my front wheel. What'd you think? That I'd drive home and not notice it was stolen?
Daddy drank. This sketch where a man recounts his life.
Oh my God, this is so good. What the heck? I never knew about this. Never even heard of this show, Kids in the Hall. I missed out on this. I missed out. These are so darn good.
Lousy childhood is filled with dark humor.
And remember, I can murder you while you sleep. It's easy, son. All you have to be is quiet.
I just love. They are just willing to go there and be brash. And I think especially in America, like, we are missing this comedy so dearly. We are sorely lacking this comedy that's just willing to be crazy, say anything about anything, be ridiculous.
And willing to do it.
Girl Drink Drunk. Delightfully absurd sketch where Dave Foley gets taken down by girly drinks. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe.
Oh my gosh. Yes, this is by Watch Mojo, by the way. Very good channel. Okay. So this is number 1 on the list. Whoo! Kids in the Hall comedy sketches. Head Crusher.
Head Crusher. For those of you who write in the comments that this list would be invalid if Head Crusher wasn't number 1, you're right.
Hey, everybody. Don't panic. I mean, I'm only crushing your head.
Perhaps the most known recurring character from Kids in the Hall is Head Crusher. And whenever a sketch pops up with this character, the audience applauds enthusiastically because the character is silly fun.
Well, I put my money in my mattress. Well, I put my money in my wallet. You're boring me. I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head.
Played by Mark McKinney, this strange man looks at people who go past him, and he puts 2 fingers together and pretends he's crushing their heads with sadistic glee.
This show continues to impress me and kind of amaze me. I would never have thought, like, there's actual sketch comedy about this kind of stuff. Like, I don't want to say childish, because that sounds negative. It's just fun, silly, freaking head crusher.
However, in one sketch, he comes across a rival who does something similar, and the two square off because there can be only one.
I'll crush your head.
Hey, pinching your face!
Hey, I'm over here.
Hey, pinching your... Ooh, missed!
Are you kidding me?
Do you agree with our pick?
Are you kidding me? Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. This is, oh my God. Oh my God, this is amazing. This show is amazing. This is so good. I love it. I loved all this. I understand the hype. I get it. Wow, this should have been more popular in America. We could have used this humor so badly. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what more is there to say? I really enjoyed this. Maybe I'll take a look at some of these comedy sketches in detail in another video, because I'd love to come back to this show. This was great. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Kids in the Hall. If you ever watched this show or your favorite parts of this show, that'd be awesome to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada, learning about Canadian culture, seeing Canadian things I've never seen, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.